Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is this one that I'm wearing right now. It's definitely a little bit more on the dark, vampy, sexy, sultry side for summer. I wanted to try a couple new products that I received lately, so I put all of it together and I came up with this look. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's just get started with this tutorial. Okay, let's get started with face. I was sent this Farsali unicorn essence and I've been seeing this all over Instagram. Looks really cool. It's supposed to be like, just got that all over my shirt. Oops. Supposed to, oh, again, oh my goodness. Anyways, this is supposed to be like a good hydrating base for makeup, and everything is supposed to go on nicer. So I tried it yesterday and like my makeup looked nice, but I don't know if it was anything different. It does smell incredible, I will say that. I'm gonna put some lip balm. I'm using the Fresh Lip Balm just because my lips are a little bit dry. For primer, I have this Estee Lauder, the Illuminating primer. Normally I would go for something a little bit more matte, but the foundation I'm going to use today is matte, so we're going to use a illuminating primer. An illuminating primer, not a. It's not too shimmery, which I guess is nice. This is very subtle. It just kind of feels smoothing on the face, which I like, so we'll see how that holds up. Sorry if my voice is like cutting in raspiness because I feel like I'm getting sick or something, but we're going to just move on. So for foundation, this foundation I've been using for the last 2 weeks, and let me tell you, I have oily skin, which we all know. This foundation, however, combats my oily skin phenomenally. Like, I feel like I never touch up throughout the day. I don't think it's new. It's the Infallible 24 Matte from L'Oreal. I love this stuff, and I love that it's not like super full coverage. Like, it doesn't feel thick on the face. It feels so lightweight. So I only put a little bit on my cheeks, a tiny little dot on my forehead, nose, and chin. And then I'm taking this brush. Where is this brush? This brush I've been loving. It's from Primark. It's the PS line. They're like £1.50 or something, and it's dual-ended. It kind of reminds me of that IT Cosmetics one that everyone loves. So there's like a small buffing brush and a larger one. And I've been using this for my foundation lately, and I love it. But this foundation, I have to go back to it. You guys need to use it. I'm probably like the last one to ever try it ever, but oh my goodness, it's like hands down the only foundation I want to use this summer because it controls my oil amazingly, but it also doesn't look heavy on my skin, and that's like something that I've been wanting recently. Is I don't want full coverage. Like, I don't feel like I need it as much. I just want something to kind of even out any redness or any lingering scars, but really just to control my oil. That's like the only thing that I feel like I don't love now, but I'll love in the future because it moisturizes any wrinkles. But I don't know, I just love this stuff. I feel like I'm super late to the bandwagon here, but I am such a fan of this foundation. So moving on to concealer, I literally was just sent this morning. It's all the new Benefit concealers, the Boi-Ing collection, I think it's called. Looks like this. Some of them are the same formula, just new packaging, so it all looks a little bit more fluid, the whole concealer line. They also sent me really cute little beauty blenders, so maybe I should use this as well. I don't know which one to use. I'm going to try and use the new one, which I think is this Airbrush Concealer. So we're going to use this one. I believe it's like sheer to medium coverage. I was sent it in the shade 2, which when I swatched it, it looked a little bit dark. All of them were a little bit of a different shade. Like, one was a little bit pinkier, one was yellow, one was like lighter, one was darker. So I wouldn't say for all of them, like the number 2 shade is continuous, like it doesn't all look the same. Maybe go in and like test out a couple to see what shade you are. I believe they only come in 3 shades per concealer, which is not the best shade collection if I'm being totally honest, but this is the shade 2, so I'm going to swatch on the back of my hand. Yeah, this was the one that was a little bit pinky. Now I feel a little bit hesitant to put it under my eyes. Ooh, should I do it? We're going to try it. We're going to go for it. I'm going to use my finger because I feel like it's going to work okay with that. Okay, it doesn't look as pinky when you put it on. Maybe my hand just picks it up a little different. It's actually a really nice shade. Right off the bat, this feels like the Nars Soft Matte Concealer. Love that concealer. This one is actually really nice. Like, it doesn't feel greasy. Sometimes whenever they come in like a pot like this, they feel like waxy or greasy, and this definitely doesn't feel like that at all. It goes on really nice. It's like a satin matte finish, and I would say it's more on the medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's too sheer. I guess if you applied it with like the little beauty blender, it would pick up some of the product to make it more sheer, but I like the coverage. It's not too opaque. It's, you know, buildable. For powder, just to powder my face, I'm going in with this Maybelline Matte Maker. You guys saw this in my drugstore summer makeup tutorial. I've been loving it ever since. I don't know what it is, but I have not been using enough drugstore products lately, and I'm so thankful that you guys told me I need to, because I've been missing out on some amazing products. We're gonna move on to bronzer, and this new palette from Nars is stunning. It comes with like 4 highlighter shades and 2 bronzing shades. I'm gonna take it on my Luxie stippling brush, and I'm just gonna mix these 2 bronzing shades together, and I'm just gonna kind of put this in all the areas I would bronze and contour. So obviously your cheekbones, but I'm gonna blend it up, hit the top of my nose, and just look more sun-kissed rather than structured. Also, I got a bunch of questions on where I got these earrings. In my last video, I believe I was wearing them, and they look so much like those earrings that are like $400 that like all the celebrities are wearing, and they were like 14 euro. So I will link the shop down below. They have so many options, and they just have a whole bunch of cute jewelry in general, so I would highly recommend checking them out, and I believe they ship internationally, which is a bonus. Alright, we have our bronzer on. We're going to move on to eyes. I'm taking this L'Oreal Brow Artist Xpert in Brunette, I believe. And I'm just going to fill in any gaps that I have or lighter areas that need a little bit more coverage. Alright, moving on to eyeshadow. I'm going to use this Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and this is just going to ensure my shadow stays on all day. I'm just going to set it with that setting powder that I used on my face, just so that the shadows don't drag. Alrighty, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to use this Naturally Yours Zoeva or Zoeva? Which way do you guys say it? Anyways, I'm going to use this palette, and all of these shadows are so beautiful. There's like some bronzy tones, taupey tones. It's just fully up my alley, so we're just going to create a nice, you know, sun-kissed, bronzy, deep look. I don't know if that makes sense. We're going to find out what it looks like. But I'm going to take the shade Pure, which is at the top here, and start to create a little bit of a crease before we go in with this darker shade. Now going in with Soft and Sexy, which is a really pretty mid-tone brown shade. I'm just going to start to deepen up that crease. Now I'm going to go in with this really dark brown plummy shade called Slow Dance. Yeah, Slow Dance, which is really pretty. It's a nice matte satin shade. And I'm just going to put this from my lash line up into my crease just to really deepen this look and make it look a little bit more sultry. Okay, now I'm going to use this really pretty, there's like a plum reflecting bronzy brown shade. It's called Sweet Sound, and I'm going to take it on this pencil brush, and I'm going to sweep this under my lower lash line. I'm also going to take a little bit of that shade on my ring finger, and I'm just going to pop that on the center of my lid just to give a bit more dimension. For eyeliner, I'm taking an old favorite, which is MAC Teddy Liner. This is the best brown shimmery liner. It's kind of the same color as that shadow, but in liner form. So I'm just going to use this on my lower waterline. For lashes, I'm going to use my Estee the Edgiest Mascara, which you guys know I love. I'm going to see how I like it after I do a couple coats, because I think I want to do like a bolder lip, so I don't think I want too much going on with my eyes because there's already like a lot of shadows. So we're going to see what it looks like after a couple coats of this. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, but for lips, I'm taking this Too Faced Matte Melted Color in Lady Balls, which looks like it's a really nice dark, deep, winey red, which hopefully matches my earrings. That's the whole point here, although it does look a little bit more red. We're going to have to see how this goes. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit too red. Okay, I still think it's a little bit too bright for me, so I'm going to take this OFRA liquid lipstick in Santa Ana, which has more of that plum shade that I want to bring in, and hopefully it will tone it. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, this is the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to try something a little bit more sultry and fun, and I wanted to include a red kind of wine lip. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!